My son came home one day with a daunting task: learn 25 biology vocabulary words for the next day's class. The list was long, the terms were unfamiliar, and he felt completely overwhelmed. He tried the usual approach, reading the words, covering them, and repeating them over and over, but nothing was sticking. He was frustrated and stuck, and honestly, I could see why. That's when I suggested something different. Instead of just memorizing the words mindlessly, I told him, let's focus on understanding them. To help, we turned to AI. Here's what we did. First, we gave the entire vocabulary list to ChatGPT and asked it to categorize the words logically. In our case, ChatGPT grouped them by processes, structures, and organisms. Suddenly, the list wasn't just random, it had a structure. Then, for each category, we had ChatGPT explain the big picture. It outlined what the category represented and how all the terms were connected. My son worked through one category at a time, building a story around the terms rather than seeing them as isolated pieces of information. Finally, once he felt comfortable, we asked ChatGPT to quiz him. The questions weren't just about definitions, they were about understanding relationships, applying knowledge, and really testing his grasp of the material. And you know what? In just 30 minutes, he not only memorized all the words, but also truly understood what they meant and how they were connected. What started as a rote memorization task became an opportunity for active learning. Now he has a solid foundation for tackling the rest of the unit. So, why did this approach work? First, it involved active engagement. He wasn't passively reading through the list, he was interacting with the material, asking questions, and exploring connections. Second, categorization gave the words structure and context, making them easier to process and remember. Third, he made meaningful connections. Understanding how the terms related to each other made the information stick and gave him a broader understanding of the topic. And finally, immediate feedback from the AI quiz reinforced what he learned and boosted his confidence. On the surface, a vocabulary list might seem like the perfect example of rote memorization, but with active learning techniques, categorizing, asking questions, making connections, it transformed into a meaningful learning experience. Check the description for the exact prompts my son used to study smarter and memorize faster.